Hello, welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. My name is Ussur. I did all the side quests. I got a little experience. Not really anything to write home about, like for experience or money. We're talking to Otto now.
So you're really going through with it?
Yeah.
Sis been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known it. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home.
Yeah?
With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble.
So that's what we're gonna do, huh?
It to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach.
Can we just kill everybody there?
For you, I might just know of a way.
Well, I guess that's a better idea.
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but who is this dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute.
Ah!
The Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman. Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you noticed this, but I go around with this childhood friend of mine named Jill. I'm not going into the whorehouse and romping with the dame. Alliance reports are now available for viewing by speaking to Gout at the Alliance report counter in the Hideaway's mess. These reports, compiled by the Cursebreakers, contain information on quests currently available across Valisthea. Oh, really? So, like a bunch of different side quests?
Everything. Now to find Gav.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service. Well, at the Hideaway service, anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the Cursebreakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go.
Yep.
Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word.
That's why I'm here.
I reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all.
Sweet. View the reports.
Quick look.
Alright, so we got Welcoming Committee. Dying on the Vine, so that's got to be about grapes. They're both out by Lostwing, where the vineyard's at. Oh, it just insta-sends me there? I did not want that to happen, but okay.
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
I can try.
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
Okay.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
Yeah, they look like they're just dressed in rags. So I'm gonna do this real quick, but I'm not going to do side quests. I'll save those for in-between episodes. Like, I'm here, I might as well do it.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
Alrighty. To the tavern. Poor guys, jeez.
But how did the grocer know his daughter? Can I have another cup?
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade? Well, in
Yeah.
that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this will be enough.
They're not gonna complain. Man. They probably don't ever get wine.
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Brother, did you...
Here. Bread and wine from the tavern.
May we? Truly?
Yeah.
Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you.
Man.
For everything.
How miserable is their existence? They got to sit down and eat. That's how high the bar is set for them to be in paradise. Ooh, we gotta change this world. So that is kind of interesting for side quests that just insta-warps you to where you need to go. However, we're moving the storyline along.
Someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
I know how
I'll
to
be as obedient as you, Gav.
I know how to follow orders. I was in the army.
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the 3 of us, then?
Drake said is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed.
Hello,
And
it's
should that
3
plan fail,
dominants.
well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
I'm sure I could.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days.
I mean, I suppose the three of us would
You two behave now.
kind of stand out. But the two of us together, with our contrasting outfits, are going to stand out. I'm all black and red, she's white and blue. I mean, you throw Sid's black and, what is he, blue or like purple in there? I'm gonna stand out no matter what. Oh shit, there's a side quest here. Cool. So I did all the side quests, and then I go and I talk to Otto, and boom, more side quests. I guess that just means I get to play on my own time.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. But will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
Wait, we're not going with Jill? And how do I... Oh, so I've got to go out that exit. Chocobos! Wild chocobos! Aww. Let's just keep going. Ah.
Northreach.
So we're just a little ways away from Sid. I think I need to go take out whatever these are. Worgen.
Get him, boy! Stay down! Over here.
I mean, I didn't really need to do that, but hey. It's free experience. Quest destination nearby.
Speak of a brothel. But that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, and a chine of roast end.
Like a plum for the apple of your eye.
Obelisk. Hello. Fancy clothing.
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
Rude.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you.
The scent?
The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele.
Wow, I'm already on the preferred list.
You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me. I'm not entirely sure I can trust you.
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible.
Okay.
Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital.
I think anarchy is kind of the word.
I fear the
Yeah,
guards
I
are
think
not
we're looking for
likely to
anarchy.
let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless...
You basically becoming
of
hers.
course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Okay.
Wait, what?
I'll do a side quest for you, but no sex. Let's go, Clive.
However do they get...
You gonna buy some?
Can't keep her waiting.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are.
Shut up, she's getting you through.
It's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Let's go, Clive.
Oi, hold up.
Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Get out of my sight, filth.
Thanks. Thanks for delaying me as I protect her from, you know, all the bad guys that you guys have let in the realm.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
No.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can
Alrighty.
speak more at the Vale.
Yeah, a little privacy would be good. That way we
Doesn't
aren't.
seem like I have much of a choice.
That way we aren't shouting our plans out in the middle of a street where the guards can hear us.
Well then, I suppose you're...
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary.
Come on, Clive, let's get moving here.
My darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Thanks. Can we get past all the sneaking? I kind of want to overthrow a kingdom.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well.
So I'm the
But to
one
answer
holding
your
everything up.
question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls.
No problem.
Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I began to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. No, I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best.
Yeah, I'll try.
And take this.
Seal obtained. So this should let me in and out.
Proof of that trust.
Kind of the way that...
Hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours.
The same way
now,
I got the seal from
matters
Quentin.
to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
Alrighty.
I should probably start here.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Yeah.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then?
Yep.
Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared?
The day before. She was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her.
A comb.
See, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
Pretty much nothing.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about?
Yep.
And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I won't be here then.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Who?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
I'll try.
The man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late.
Excuse me, you there? The gentleman with us.
Just a crystal making water for their well. And there's a lot of side quests here.
It's not been half a moon since Bella.
Heard the bones fell favourably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
Yeah. Yeah, shut up and put up.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yeah, Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you.
All right. I'm on my way to more.
Where is the last village on the road to Oriflamme? I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Alrighty. So he basically kidnapped her, took off with her, and had a deal with some merchant?
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
Not really.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Uh-huh.
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways.
Okay.
You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary.
So I'll go Ifrit on their ass and kill him.
He owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
All right. On our way. On the plus side, I should be able to work back. Man, there's the castle. Is that the mother crystal up there? Like, how are we going to break that, Sid?
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full? Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarreling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear.
Cool.
If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
That's all right. I have a sword. Plus, a giant fire demigod that can kill them all off.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think...
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant.
Man.
What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
Yeah, he's trying to get in good with that Tatienne.
I would do anything for the
Convince her to live with him. And since he doesn't have a place of his own...
And tell her, won't you, that I was helpful, I mean, most helpful.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. I'll give her rave reviews. The Royal Meadows.
It smells of death here, Torgu.
Oh, come on.
We can't let them get any closer to the
Loaded wolf. These bloated wolves are a bit tougher than I thought they were going to be. Enemy slain. Do.
Damn it all. Bodies. A man and a woman.
Inspect body.
Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry.
Take the comb back to her.
So it is you. Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to sea every night. He said her name was Tatienne.
Hi, what are you doing here?
Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh?
Mm-hmm.
He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Okay.
Is that wise?
Could you clean her up a bit first?
There won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now.
Impatient. Okay.
Might sound better coming from you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to tell Isabel.
It'd definitely be best if you could clean up the body before you take it to the Vale.
To remember Tatienne by.
You know, rather than having her show up bloody and tore up. 3 sharp fangs. Alrighty.
You are
Bad
still in one
news.
piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then?
Of course, I'm the best.
I see. My dear Tatienne.
Mm-hmm.
It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Boink. Hand it over.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
I mean, if you say so, it could probably still be used. Maybe after you wash it off. Jesus, I got 30 grand. I don't have anything to spend money on.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Yep, I know.
You mentioned the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it?
Of course it's true.
Take care, Clive.
I will.
And it's the perfect diversion for us.
And thank you again.
All the troops leave, we just have to deal with local security. They're up there? How do I get up there?
Ah. Not expecting any new...
Up we go. Why is this way up here so far out? Open those gates. Really? Well, they definitely know I got here because those were loud and squeaky. I've got great news, guys.
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
Not for long.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door.
Aren't you gonna tell him, Clive? Shouldn't you say something? Big place. The Pleasure Houses, Oriflamme. This is the back door you're talking about? We just go to a brothel? We don't even have a door.
Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a... brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Shouldn't we wait for the legions to leave?
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut? And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before.
Great.
I may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Of course not.
Sid, if the Mother Crystals truly are the cause of the Blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
Lovely.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools, and the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
No, not really.
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Aye, that'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
Shopping expedition? Ah. Okay, so we're here. What I'm going to do in between episodes is all of those side quests, all of them. That way, and I'll go and you know, check out the hideout, make sure there isn't anything to buy or to upgrade. But that's where we're gonna leave this one. Can I save it? Can I? Ooh, okay, I can't save it, so we'd better warp straight back to the hideaway. Gotta make sure I'm ready. So I no longer have Jill with me, just traveling solo, just me and my dog. Anyway, that will be all for this one. I will get those side quests taken care of, and we can move on. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you can see when I post new things. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Catch you all in the next one. Bye!